Alright, y'all. So before I get started, talk about these two albums that are 20 years old. Y'all know today's been 20 years since 9/11 happened. That 9/11 attack that we will never forget. This happened in the NYC, the birthplace of hip hop. I just can't believe it. The 9/11 attacks were a series of 4 coordinated terrorist attacks by the militant Islamic terrorist group against the United States of America. It happened in the morning of Tuesday, September 11, 2001. And the perpetrators behind this shit was Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden, I don't know what the hell were you thinking, allowing this bullshit to happen 20 years ago. Here we are reminiscing this shit 20 years later. I can't believe Osama bin Laden had the nerve to let this shit happen. Like I said, I don't talk bad on the deceased person who's not here to defend themselves. But Osama bin Laden, 10 years ago, I don't want to say this, but 10 years ago, your ass deserved what you had coming. 10 years ago on May 11th, you had exactly what was coming. Osama bin Laden got shot and killed by the U.S. Navy SEALs inside a private residential compound in Pakistan, where he lived with a Logo family. But this 9/11 shit was unacceptable 20 years ago. Fast forward 10 years into 2011, Osama bin Laden, you got your ass killed by the U.S. Navy. Just can't believe that it's 20 years since 9/11 happened. I was 10 years old in the 5th grade. Let me know in the comments down below, where were you on this day when you heard about the 9/11 news? Now we got that shit out the way. Let's talk about these 2 albums that are now the big 2-0. That was released on 9/11. Starting with this one. 9/11 2001. Fabolous released his debut album Ghetto Fabolous under Elektra Records and Desert Storm. The album debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200 and number 2 on the top R&B/hip hop albums chart, selling 143,000 copies in its first week and was certified platinum. Good. It deserved to go platinum. The 2 singles from the album are Holla Back Youngin' and Can't Deny It. Guest appearances from this album: Lil Mo, Nate Dogg, Pain in the Ass, Ja Rule, and Jagged Edge. Oh, this is another song I know off the album, Trade It All, Part 1, with Jagged Edge. Part 2 is featuring Puff Daddy and Jagged Edge off of the Barbershop soundtrack. Fabolous released his first album on the same day of 9/11. 20 years later, it's a certified classic. I did not know who Fabolous was until Can't Deny It came out. I'm like, who is this Fabolous guy? That was one of those rappers of the 2000s era that actually grabbed my attention. 20 years since Fabolous released his first album, the same day 9/11 happened. Yep, it's a certified classic. No doubt. Wow. Man, can't believe it's been 20 years since Fabolous released his first album, Ghetto Fabolous. Producers include DJ Clue, The Neptunes, Rock Wilder, Just Blaze, Rick Rock, Timbaland, etc. DJ Envy as well. So now we can get to the second album that was released on the same day of 9/11. Also on 9/11, 2001, Jay-Z released his sixth album, The Blueprint, under Rockefeller Records and Def Jam Records. Just like Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, Volume 3, The Life and Times of S. Carter, and The Dynasty Rock La Familia, The Blueprint debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the top R&B/hip hop albums chart, selling 427,000 copies in its first week, and was certified double multi-platinum and received a 5-mic review. At the time of the album's recording, Jay-Z was awaiting 2 criminal trials, one for gun possession and another for an assault. And also, Jay-Z pretty much dissed some other rappers such as Nas, Prodigy, and Jadakiss. We all know he dissed both Prodigy and Nas in The Takeover. It is one of the best diss tracks. This is also the beginning of the feud between him and Nas, one of the biggest hip-hop beefs since Tupac and Biggie. People had a choice on which diss track did they like the most. Did they like The Takeover by Jay-Z or Ether by Nas? Of course, me being a huge Nas fan, I enjoy Ether better. I mean, I love Takeover. Takeover is cool, but Nas ate the shit out of Jigga in that Ether song. The 4 singles off the album, including H to the Izzo, V to the Izzy, Jigga That Nigga, Girls, 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 Song Cry, 5 if you count Renegade. Another song I know off the album, Heart of the City, Ain't No Love. The only guest appearance on this album is Eminem. So, looking back 20 years later on Jay-Z's The Blueprint, released on the same day of 9/11, it is one of Jay-Z's best works next to it is one of Jay-Z's best works, of course, next to Reasonable Doubt. Wow. 20 years since Jay-Z released The Blueprint, the same day of 9/11. That's crazy. The same day Fabolous released Ghetto Fabolous. Both albums are certified classics. So I want to thank Jay-Z and Fabolous on 20 years of Ghetto Fabolous and The Blueprint, both released on 9/11. Wow. So that's going to wrap up my quick rants remembering the 9/11 incident and celebrating 20 years of Fabolous, Ghetto Fabolous, and Jay-Z, The Blueprint. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and hit that notification bell for my next anniversary rants. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't. Leave your comment down below, and I'll catch you tomorrow. A recap of tonight's game between the Texas Longhorns and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Happy 20th anniversary to Jay-Z, The Blueprint, and Fabolous, Ghetto Fabolous. And as for the 9/11 incident, we will never forget. September 11th, 2001.